Okay, what?
Are you gonna use?
Yeah. What are...
You got this. That's
good. Okay, guys and gals, welcome to Real Appalachia with Shane and
Melody.
And today we thought we'd do something a little bit different. We thought we'd try some of the best hillbilly phrases that I could come up with. I'm going to try and hit Melody with a few. She doesn't know what I'm going to hit her with, so you might know them, you might not. Well, this will be a good little test for you. I don't know. We're not going to score you or anything like that. We'll
Sounds good.
Throw them at you. You just tell me. I'm going to throw them at you and you just tell me the first thing that comes to mind, whatever that might be. And if you know it, great. That's even better. So no pressure at all.
Okay.
You nervous?
I'm ready.
You got this thing?
Let's do this.
Okay. And we'll start off with the first one is a little expression, madder than a wet hen.
Madder than a wet hen. Well, that one's pretty self-explanatory, right? Because if you get a hen mad or wet, it's going to get mad, right?
I would like to think so, yes.
And I would think that it would be like so mad it could flog you. So that's pretty super mad if you're madder than a wet hen.
One thing worse than that would be a mad rooster, I would think. A wet rooster.
Yeah.
I don't like chicken anyway. I've got a problem with them.
I love chicken. They're delicious.
Well, that way. I do love them that way. I'm not the biggest fan of their personalities usually, but...
I've heard that a lot, yeah.
I like them with shake and bake. Okay, here is another hillbilly phrase we're going to hit you with. If somebody was to have get a hitch in your get-along.
A hitch in your get-along. A hitch is like a hiccup or something that's slowing you down. That means you're moving slow.
Bing, bing, bing. Okay, you got it. I got a hitch in my get-along right now, which then...
That happens to me every morning.
Does it really?
Yeah, I'm not a morning person.
Oh, me neither. That's one thing. I have to agree with you, and I can't argue with that one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
See. Sorry, I got a dog aggravating you. He can't control his liquor.
Well... Better not comment on that. My mom won't watch this. Okay, I'll hit you with another little hillbilly phrase you may or may not know. Mm-hmm. It is being more nervous than a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs.
Yeah, that's a good one. So that's really, really nervous because a cat with a long tail in a room full of rocking chairs, it's more than likely going to get its tail stepped on or smushed, whatever you would say, by the rocking chair. Yeah.
You're a cat person, so this one might be...
I am a cat person. Yeah.
You might not.
That one hits close to home.
Here's one. I've always thought it was cute for whatever reason. Hanging in there like a hair in a biscuit.
Yeah, I'm hanging in there like a hair in a biscuit. Yeah, because if a hair gets in a biscuit, in the biscuit mix, then it's really in there for good. Is that right?
I think so. I always thought it was like hanging by thread or like because...
Oh, okay.
I may be wrong, but what she said makes more sense.
That makes more sense.
You think?
I think so, yeah.
And the reason I love this one, my brother has like a phobia. My brother Billy's phobia of hair.
Yeah.
Drives him insane. And he's the most jinxed person with it you ever say. Like, we go to a restaurant and he almost always gets a hair in his food and it just flips him out and he just goes nuts.
And that happens to me quite a bit too.
I had an uncle that once called that shot. He's so known for it. He's just so paranoid of it. My uncle came up to him and said, "Hey Billy, hope you don't get a hair in your food." And God is my witness. He got a hair in his food.
It happens, yeah.
And it was like that same day. Yeah, exactly right. Another hillbilly phrase would be a pig and a poke. Are you familiar with that one?
A pig and a poke. Is a poke like a place that pigs hang out? A pig and a poke? Or is that like a pig and a blanket?
Am I supposed to help you with this? It's like you reaching for a lifeline? A lot of people, old school people, my dad called it poke, a bag. Like, he'd get a poke a red man. He used to chew tobacco and be like a poke a red man. So if you got a pig in a bag, you wouldn't, if you get a pig in a poke, you don't know what you're getting.
Okay.
Pig was in the bag.
Yeah, that makes sense. I haven't heard that one much.
Okay. Well, you learned something here. Then this has been good for you.
Yeah.
All right. Another phrase that you may or may not know would be scarce as hen's teeth.
scarce as hen's teeth, because do hens even have teeth? Or if they do, maybe they just have a few. And that's why it's the saying, scarce as hen's teeth.
We'll give that to you.
Okay.
We'll round up on that one. Good job. Moving right along. Okay, what do you think it would mean if you were to say, or if I were to say, he won't hit a lick at a snake?
Hit a lick at a snake?
Won't hit a lick at a snake.
Is that talking about a very gentle person, like I wouldn't kill a fly kind of thing?
Oh.
So tell me what it means.
So won't hit a lick at a snake is you're lazy. You're too sorry to even hit a lick to run a snake off. And,
all right.
And the reason I know this, my mom absolutely wore that out when I was a kid. If somebody wouldn't hit a lick at a snake, it was that somebody too sorry to breathe. So.
Yeah, okay.
It's a good try, though. That's a good try.
Yeah, well, I think that one made sense.
Yeah, it did. You'll just have to start using this one now. Okay. Going to another hillbilly term. Mm-hmm. Slow as molasses in winter.
Slow as molasses in winter. Well, molasses is really thick.
Right.
So, like, if it's rolling, it's very slow. And I guess in winter, when it's cold, it's not runny or anything. So, it's even slower. So, that's really, really slow if you're slow as molasses.
Bing, bing, bing. Okay, good stuff. Slow as molasses in winter. Yeah, molasses. Probably isn't very fast in summer, but...
Probably not, but even slower in winter.
I haven't checked that, but I'm just going on my knowledge of molasses. Okay, what do you think it would mean if I told you that shoes so ugly should make a freight train take a dirt road?
That's pretty daggone ugly.
Pretty ugly.
If a train is getting off its tracks to go down a dirt road, that's going to be a rough road. So it is avoiding her because she's ugly.
That's exactly right. Ding, we got a good one there.
Okay.
What if I told you someone was not the sharpest tool in the shed?
That means that they're dull or dim-witted, not very smart.
Yeah, because a dull tool.
Yeah.
Tool. The ones the sharpest would be the dullest.
Exactly.
Well, it could be the
just
second
dull.
dull. I guess it would be the second dull.
Just a dull tool.
Maybe they should have said, what if I told him the dullest tool in the shed? That would be better, wouldn't it? Because that could really, be a super sharp one, and it's not the sharpest, but it's still pretty sharp.
Well, that's true. Yeah, so that's not even like a bad insult.
I'll never use this anymore. No, I gotta get something worse.
I like it. I'm gonna keep using it.
Well, I'm pretty vicious. If I'm gonna go that far, I'm gonna go all the way, and I'm gonna do this one.
I feel like it's an insult, but it's not a super bad insult. So yeah, what's the next one?
Okay, this is better.
Okay.
What if I told you someone was dumb as a box of rocks?
A box of rocks doesn't have any sense, so it's dumb. It has no intelligence.
Exactly. So there you go.
No, that's a bad insult to somebody.
Yeah, yes. That's much more cutting.
Yeah, that one's worse than the last one.
I don't know. I enjoy the mean ones. I don't know why, but here's one for you.
Okay.
You may have not heard this one. What if I told you that someone had $1 million body in the face to protect it?
I hope I haven't heard that one. It means that
we know I haven't got
$1 million body with the face to protect it, so nobody's gonna mess with the body because the face is so bad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I got a $10 body and a face to protect it, so that's a 50-cent body. Here's another one. What if I said something was steep as a horse's face?
A horse's face is really steep, so that would be a really steep slope.
Yeah, perfect. I use that quite a bit. It's just one of those things.
A
friend of mine used that, and I've just stuck in my head for years and years and years.
I
use
like it
every chance I get. Okay, what if I were to say I was full as a tick?
Full as a tick. A tick latches onto somebody and it fills up with blood. I know that's really gross.
It's gross. It's one. It's better to not think out too much.
Yeah, but ticks get really, really big when they get full of blood. And so if you're full as a tick, then you're ready to burst.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Here's another one. Fine as a frog hair. Or I've also heard of fine as a frog hair split 4 ways.
Ooh, well that is very fine because a frog hair is very fine. Split 4 ways. That's very, very, very fun.
Oh, yeah. Very fine. He's fine. As in skinny, but... What would you say if I told you he's tighter than bark on a tree?
That means that he is very cheap. He's a tightwad. Tight with his money.
Exactly, because bark and a tree gets pretty tight together, don't they?
You would almost say inseparable.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. What if I told you that I hadn't seen you in a Coons Age?
Hadn't seen you in a Coons Age. I would say that means I haven't seen you in like the time of a raccoon's lifespan. And I don't know how long that raccoon would live, but I'm thinking like 10 to 12 years. I don't know.
I have no earthly idea, but I actually looked this up before.
Yeah.
Because it just wore me out. I was like, what in the world does this mean? And you're exactly right.
Oh, okay.
Back in the olden days, if you will, people thought that raccoons lived to this like, ridiculously old age. I guess it's because of the spots on them or whatever.
Yeah, well, and they get really big, too.
Yeah, they get big. So they thought that they just lived forever, just about. So they said, I hadn't seen you in a Coons Age. It was a long,
I haven't
long,
seen
long
you
time.
in forever. Yeah,
but
that makes sense.
I found out that the Coons, probably about what you said, 10, 12 years, if that.
Yeah.
So they're nothing particularly special about their age, but
Yeah.
back in the day when people didn't know this stuff, they thought they were around forever. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, what if I told you that someone was knee-high to a grasshopper?
That means they're little. They're short. I've heard that a lot. I haven't seen you since you were knee-high to a grasshopper.
Pretty tiny,
That's
isn't
a
it?
good one.
That is a good one. Okay, what if I said that someone was cuter than a mouse's ear?
Well, I don't like mice or rats. But if you think of like a little like cartoon mouse and its little bitty ear, I guess it would be pretty cute.
I can't get the other image out of my head. I don't like mice. There's nothing cute about them to me, except
Nah.
it's kind of cute when you haul them off to the garbage can after they...
Yeah.
We're not going to get too far off the rails here. Okay, what do you think it would mean if I told you couldn't get blood from a turnip? You can't get blood from a turnip.
You can't get blood from a turnip. Something you can't do. Something that's impossible.
Yeah, very good. I used to be in collections and we'd say that, if somebody doesn't have any money, they can't pay if they don't have it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You can put the squeeze on them, the metaphorical squeeze, but you ain't gonna get nothing out of them because they don't have it to give.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense too.
Turnips don't have blood.
Yeah.
Good one. You got that one. What if I said out of the frying pan and into the fire?
That means that you're going into a hard situation, or you're getting into some heat.
Yes. Yeah.
Very simplified version.
Yeah, from a bad situation to a worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff. What if I said you're the pot calling the kettle black?
That means you're a hypocrite because the pot is also black.
Are we sure about that?
Sometimes.
Okay, what if I said someone was crooked as a dog's hind leg?
That means that they're like not trustworthy, because I guess that a dog's back leg is crooked.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
We have a dog around here, don't you? Let's get it out here and inspect. Of course, the time that we'd like to see him isn't gone.
Yeah.
Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this little look at some hillbillyisms. I think that was enough for one day. What do you think?
I think so too.
May have been too many. What do you think? Yeah. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe, give us the thumbs up, support us any way you can with the comments, the liking, sharing, whatever you do to help us out. If not, please do not throw a hissy fit in the comments, please.
Yes. And we'll see you next time. Good Lord willing and the creek don't rise.